This is section 5.2. We're looking at addition and subtraction of decimals. And so when we add and subtract decimals, we're going to write the numbers in a column and we're going to line up the decimal points, and we can insert additional zeros as placeholders to the right of the last digit of the decimal number. We'll add the digits in the column from right to left, and we will line up the decimal point. So we have 27 and 486 thousandths and 6 and 37 hundredths. So we've put a 0 at the end of 37 hundredths. It's now 370 thousandths. It's equivalent. And we add the numbers and we insert the decimal point where it belongs, in between the 3 and the 8. And with this list of numbers, recognize 43. You don't see the decimal point, but it's indicated that it's after the whole number 43. And again, we've put zeros on the end of the decimal number. And we add the numbers in a column and place the decimal point where it goes. Here's a tip. To check your answer is reasonable, you could round each of the addends to the nearest whole number. So 3.7026 is approximately 4 plus 43, and in this case 816. And so when we look at the actual sum, the estimated sum is quite close to that. So we always want to make sure our answers make sense. So when we do the subtraction, it's going to be the same way. We just line up the decimal points and we subtract as though they were whole numbers. When we work with signed numbers, it's no different than we work with integers. Negative 23.9 plus 45.8. We're going to subtract and use the sign of the number with the larger absolute value. So we do the 45.8 minus 23.9 and then recognize that our answer is positive. So when we look at word problems, we're looking for missing sides, and sometimes students struggle with this. So let me give you a hint. When you're looking for a vertical piece, such as X, you only need to use the other vertical pieces. So I'm going to use 2.9 and I'm going to use 14. So I hope you can see that if we take 14, this entire distance, and subtract 2.9, that's going to give us the missing side X. And when we're looking for a missing horizontal piece, we just use the other two horizontal pieces. So when we're looking for Y, which is horizontal, we simply use the other horizontal pieces. So we have this 4.8 meters, 5.2 meters, and 15.4 meters. So I hope you can recognize that if I take this 15.4 and I subtract both 5.2 and 4.8, that will give me the missing piece Y. So here we're taking 14 and we're subtracting 2.9 to give us the missing piece X. So X is 11.1 meters long. And finding side Y, we're going to start by adding together the 4.8 and 5.2 to get 10, and then we'll subtract 10 from 15.4, and now we have the length of side Y. So we can find the perimeter of the figure. Now that we have all the sides, we're going to add each side and get the perimeter of this shape, which is 58.8 meters. And finally, we look at algebraic expressions, and just like with integers and fractions, we combine the coefficient and keep the variable part. So we combine negative 2.3 plus 8.6, and then it's going to have an X on it. So we have 6.3 x. There's really no reason why that 6.3 needs to be in parentheses, just 6.3x. So we're going to combine x's with x's and y's with y's. And remember to take the sign in front of the number, not behind. So combining x's, it's 0.42 plus 0.65. And then combining the y's, we have 0.539 minus 0.41. And there's our simplified expression. So we had 4 terms, we combined the like terms, and now we have 2 terms. And these are problems for you to try.